if you are a person who is so set in your ways that you are unable to facilitate any change within your heart or within your entire mind. And when I say mind, I'm talking about that vibration that is emanating from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, that encompasses all of your thoughts. If you are of that mindset which is unable to change, then you are pretty much in trouble. I say that very emphatically because as I speak, the vibrations are even changing as we speak. Now, on the outset, I mentioned about the number 5 being in the middle in a line of succession of 9 numbers. 4 numbers before 5, 4 numbers after 5. Those 8 numbers, the 4 before 5 and the 4 after 5, are set in a polarized pattern that you'll understand as I continue with this numerology for 2012. The polarized states are: 1 is connected to the 8, 2 is connected to the 7, 3 is connected to the 6, and 4 is connected to the 5. Hold that thought. Listen to what's being said, please. Now, you say, well, what about the number 9? The number 9 is left as the number, let's say, kingship in terms of, or the pharaoh, in terms of designating and overseeing, becoming a seer of everything that's going on this planet, this galaxy, the entire universe. Now, the 1 and the 8 are polarized, so they're polarized opposites. 2 and 7, polarized opposites. 3 and 6, polarized opposites. 4 and 5, polarized opposites. Okay? Those are 4 pairs of numbers with a total of 8 numbers. Okay? Now, I bring up the number 8. Why? Let's get into the sum of numbers. Every number from 1 through 9 has a sum, including 9 itself. The sum of the number 8, when you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, is 36. 3 and 6, as I have said before, are polarized. 3, when you take that number and cause it to vibrate, in order for a particular or any number to vibrate, there has to be some type of action. This action comes from the first feminine force in the universe. The first feminine force in the universe is the number 2. The number 2 is known as the number of doubling. Okay? So we have a doubling effect here. And with this doubling effect, all types of possibilities are made available in the universal scheme of vibrations. The power of the number 8, we return to the number 8, is awesome. There are those who believe in the science of numerology that the first 8 numbers are all that's needed in order to delineate, to procrastinate, or to determine future events. To a degree, I believe that to be true. But to a greater degree, everything 8 and under is kept in a state of polarity, creating the cosmic law of cause and effect. It is only when you go beyond the power of the 8 do you enter into a higher field of consciousness. And when you move into this higher field of consciousness, you enter into the realm of the number 9. Now, I bring all of this up to you because we're going to get into some things on this 2012. Now, in order to understand numerology, you have to know about the characteristic and the traits based on eons and eons of years of our observation by our ancient mothers and fathers, many which are known as our ancestral ones, the ones who are in a higher realm, who have moved much further in a higher state of awareness and also in consciousness. 1 is the monad. It represents the divine spark in life. Number 2 is the duad. It represents the duality, the first feminine. 3, first masculine, the triad. Okay? It represents the union of the monad and the duad. 4, the tetrad. Okay? It represents the union of the first feminine with the first masculine. The first masculine number actually is the number 3. It is not the number 1. So it is the 3 and the 2, or the 2 and the 3, creating the 5, which is the pentad. The pentad is the mind. It is also known in the system of geometry or sacred geometry as being the pentagon. So this year, of 2012, you want to pay very close attention to the activities of the pentagon. Why does the most powerful military on the face of this earth reside in a building known as the Pentagon? And by the way, the military comes under the vibration of the number 8. So not only do we have, in terms of the military, dealing with the number 5, it is also dealing with the number 8. Number 8 is also known as infinity. Now, the next number is 6, which is the hexad. Most people will commonly relate to this as the 6-pointed star, which is more correctly known as the mother star or symbol for Venus. Okay? The next number is 7, the septad, which deals with the 7 liberal arts and sciences that our ancient ancestors set up for a specific reason, because 7 deals with knowledge. 7 is created from the 3 and the 4. Why? 3, as I said, is the tetrad or the triangle laid on the base of the 4, which is the foundation of all life. Without a foundation, there is nothing you can achieve or do in this physical dimension or this physical density. More so, this physical density. The next number, 8, the Arduad, the power of the 8. The Arduad, or the power of the number 8, has a lower and an upper power to it. There are lower forces at the bottom of the orb of the number 8 when you look at the symbol, and then there's also the uppercase of the upper half that deals with your higher mind. Now, I just talked to you about the pentagon. The pentagon, number 5, is your mind. The pentagon houses all of the militaries for the United States, but it deals with the higher mind. What plans or what intentions does the military of the most powerful country on the planet, stand alone at present, have to do with the higher mind? Is there something about the power of the number 8 that we still do not know? Are there values and properties associated with the power of the number 8 that we may need to learn and also make access into it? Or is there a symbolism that's being denoted here? And this symbolism is being used very wisely by those who are in power. You see, some of you have children. Some of you have exceptional children. All children to me are exceptional. I make no distinction. I look at how they are well educated, which is 7, because of the 7 liberal arts and sciences, so that they can move throughout society. But too often, we allow our children to go and work for and under a power that is accessing their brilliance, their higher mind. And most of them become adults, work for the military, die for the military, and never know why they did all of that and spent so much energy in doing so. You see, in order to access the higher powers on this planet, which is ruled by the number 8, you are going to have to access certain vast areas of your higher mind. Now, if you choose to remain in the lower, of course, that is your decision. But you can expect to receive all the fallout that is possible if the masses of the people of this world, and more importantly, because I live in this United States of America, the people of the United States The number 8 is very strong. The number 8 is